this is your bar class for today. It is low intensity. There is no jumping, but it is really engaging. So we're gonna find that strength from within. We need a light set of weights. I'm using 2s and 3s. You can use 5s, you can go heavier, but you wanna make sure you're not gonna sacrifice form for the size of the weight. So you might hear me call out, maybe drop it. I can't see you, so I can't check your form, but I will be dropping my weights if I feel like I'm losing form. Other than weights, you need a yoga mat. If you have a carpeted floor and you don't have a yoga mat, put a towel down just so you don't get rug burn, but carpeted floor is fine to work on. You do not need to have a hardwood floor. Many bar studios actually have carpeted rooms. I personally love the carpeted room. That's probably gonna change because of what's going on. And we need a bar. And your bar, if you don't have a bar, I actually do have a portable one. But all it is just something to hold on to. So somebody has a mantle, use a mantle, a chair, a couch, a table, a countertop, a dresser, something that is not too high, you know, it could be anywhere between here. And it should not have any wheels on it because you're using it for stability, so you don't want to like press on it and fall over. And then we will start in about a minute. Hey, Mallory. We'll start in about a minute. We're gonna have some fun. And I do use grippy socks. I probably don't have to because it's my floor and I clean it. But I do feel like it helps grip. Sometimes the socks, the grip, if you have grippy socks and they're somewhat old and they start to slip, take them off, use your bare feet. I like to not use sneakers in bar. Some people might have foot issues and you have to use sneakers and that's fine. But without sneakers, you actually are able to ground down and find that foundation. And it all starts from the foundation. So from the feet all the way up. So take off your sneakers and get a little breathing room for your feet. Hi, Jen. Hey, Freddie. Hi, Audrey. All right. It is 12 o'clock. I'm going to give people about 1 minute. I'm going to turn on my watch, and then I'm going to re-intro this class, and we're going to get started. So set up your space if it's not already set up. And then I'll change the music. All right. Let me start to change the music. And then here we go. All right, let's get started. Welcome. I'm Donatella with Chelsea Piers Fitness Live, and this is your 30-minute bar class. What you will need today is a mat, a light set of weights if you got them, a water bottle, a towel if you get really sweaty, and then a bar of your choosing. So a bar of your choosing will be a chair, a countertop, a table, a mantle, a dresser, a couch, anything that is sturdy that you can just hold on to. Let's get started. Let me start my timer. We got 30 minutes. We're gonna step it wide. We're gonna find a wide turned out position. Notice my heels are in, my toes are out. Settle into your hips and let's find a couple cat-cows here. Take your left hand to the inside of the left thigh, drop that left shoulder, press that thigh back, open up, breathe into that hip, and then round through center and go to that opposite side. Opening up the hips here, let's do that again. We find that rounded position through center, we drop that opposite shoulder, press open that thigh, back in through center, go to that opposite side one more time. And now come in through center, find a rounded position. Let's take a couple cat-cows here in this wide turnout. 2 more. Last one, and now roll it on up, reach your arms up, inhale, find that length. Exhale, press the space away, get low. 2 more, we're gonna inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, 1 more lift. We're gonna hold that down, reach it up. Press it down, hold it here. Now take your hands to your ribs. Inhale, expand rib cage, and press your hips back. Navel up and in, sink a little bit lower. Draw the heels in, take a little press up, a little press down, a little more than about an inch. So we're about going halfway, not quite full range. I'm gonna turn around because I wanna show you this position a little bit better in a profile. Make sure the butt isn't sitting back. Take your hands to your ribs and breathe the ribs behind you, drawing the shoulders over the hips as we lift a little and low a little. Give me 4 more here. We're gonna hold that down. In 3, in 2. Last one, hold it down. Navel draws up and in. We're gonna find rib isolations. We're gonna reach our rib up and over to the left and then to the right. Notice my hips and thighs don't move. I'm finding Oblique engagement here. We're just warming it up. Make fist squeeze muscle bone. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. We have 8, 2, 3, 4. We hold through center in 6, 7, and 8. Hold through center. Get a little bit lower. Take tiny presses. Little down, little up. 8 to a hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold that down. Now rise on up, heel toe your feet through hips distance. And we're going to reach the arms up here. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, swan dive forward, flat back. Fingertips to the floor. Crown of the head to the floor. Bend the knees so your chest touches your thighs. And then lengthen long, look forward. Again, bend the knees. Lengthen long. And now walk your hands forward and step your feet back. Press the floor away. Wrists underneath your shoulders, navel up and in. We're going to find a forearm plank right away. You're going to find your forearms to the floor. Elbows in line with your shoulders, making sure the hands are separated. Back of the head lifts, navel draws up and in, and we're squeezing right above the knee as you firm the thighs. We're just holding this first plank in stillness. Inhale, create that length. So from the hips to the shoulders, grow longer. Reach the crown of the head long. Pull the elbows in towards your heart. Shine your heart through. Find that hug. Find that hip-to-hip connection. Also, knit your ribs together. So tie a little bow between your ribs. Breathe in behind you. Knees are pressing up. Heels over the balls of the feet. Set your intention for class. We have about 8 more counts here, and then we drop our knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Drop your knees. Reach the arms forward. And then melt your heart to the floor. Find a nice extension stretch. Roll it on up, wrists underneath your shoulders. Extend your legs back. We're going to find a plank here. High plank. Walk your ankles, knees, and thighs together. Take your right hand underneath heart center, and I want you to open up to your side plank. Step your left foot slightly forward, and I want everybody to drop your right knee to the floor. Lift up, grow longer here from the left fingertips to the right fingertips. And now what we're going to do here is you're going to keep your foot on the floor, but you're going to pick up the knee to knee and drop it. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop the knee, reach your left arm towards your head. And then bring it back from center as you lift the left leg. Drop, reach, lift. 3 more here. And then we're going to combine 2. Last one, toe to the floor. Keep that arm reaching towards your head. Now we're going to lift the knee, tap it, drop, lift the leg, lift the arm. Here we go. 4, 3, nice, 2, last one. Now if you can, here's your challenge. You're going to lift that bottom leg, step it behind, open it up, navel up and lift the hips without dropping your knees. Come through center, find your plank and hold it here. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see me on that other side. Now left hand underneath heart center, open it up. Right fingertips to the ceiling, lift the hips, top leg steps out in front, drop that bottom knee. Keep the hips lifted. Here we go. We're going to tap knee to knee. We're going to lift the knee and drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop that knee to the floor. Right arm reaches towards your head. You're going to lift the leg and arm. Lift. Drop. Let's go. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now let's combine. You're going to pick up that left knee to the right knee. Drop it. Lift the right leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that reach. Everybody lift that bottom knee. Step that left foot behind, or you can stack the feet. Lift the hips without dropping your knees. Come back through center. Hold this plank. Navel up and in, lengthen the tailbone. Back of the head lifts. Ground down through the thumb and forefinger. Squeeze the ankles, knees, and thighs together. 8 more counts in stillness. And then we find a child's pose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Drop your knees, toes together. together, knees apart. Press your hips back. Walk your fingertips forward. All right, let's roll on up and swing your legs forward. Bend your knees. Root down through your sits bones. If you are just joining us, this is your bar class with Chelsea Piers Live, and I am Donatella. All you need are a light set of weights, a mat, and something sturdy. Elbows are wide. Draw the belly button up and in. Jawline is going to press back as you roll the shoulders down and away. Lean back, keep that neutral position of the spine. When you feel the abdominals start to engage, now you tuck your hips and you find your sacrum to the floor. If you have a ball or a pillow, it will be placed right here. If not, you're drawing the high part of your waistband towards the floor. Reach your tailbone towards your heels. Now pull the belly button away from your shirt. I want you to look down for just a moment. Exhale, draw the navel in. Let's do that 8 times. 1, 2. Keep exhaling loud as you pull the belly up and in. Jawline presses back. Our last 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold that navel in. You're pulling the abdominals to the spine to protect the back. You're rooting down on your sacrum, not your sits bones, and elbows are wide. Now we're going to find that tip and curl. We tip, and then we fold the ribs up and over, curl. We tip and curl. Relax the shoulders. Jawline presses back. Imagine if you're holding an apple or orange between the chin and the chest. Now make sure we're not dropping and rounding too much. We pull the shoulders down and away. We are folding the ribs up and over the belly button. For our next 8, you have the option to reach the arms long. Pulling the shoulders down and away from the ears. Now ground down through that big toe mound. You can always hold on with just one hand or both if this does not work for you. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reclaim your thighs. We're going to find some rotations here. Right hand is going to go behind the head. Left fingertips are going to touch the floor. Tap your fingertips to the floor. Make sure the knees don't move. Ground down through the big toe mound. We're going to open up to our left. Bring that left arm slightly back and back and through center. 8 right here. We go 1. We're going to hold it on the 8. 2. Exhale into that twist. Make sure the knees don't move. So you're grounding down through the feet. You can always hold on to your right thigh if you need to. 6, 7, 8. Hold this twist and just keep twisting into it. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back through center. Reset. I'm just going to turn around for you. You don't turn around. You're holding here. Jawline presses back. Let's get to that other side. Left hand behind the head. Right fingertips reach out. Tap your fingertips to the floor. And let's start our 8 right here. We open it up. Come back through center. 1. Make sure the knees don't move. Ground down. Find your obliques here. Stay rooted into your sacrum. Right? Or that ball or that pillow. 5, 6, 7. We're going to hold this next twist. Hold this next twist. We twist it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's come through center. Reclaim your thighs. This is your final hold. Jawline presses back. Big exhales. You pull the belly up and in. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and reach the crown of the head long. Option here for this final hold is to lift the shins. Maybe you extend the legs. Maybe you reach the arms long. You find that high boat pose with 8 counts in stillness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we cross our ankles. Fists on either side. Lift your hips. Open up the hips here. Lower down. Switch. And then we lift. Let's come up and over to all fours. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Shins are going to root to the floor. 2 cat-cows. Exhale, we round the spine. Inhale, we arch the back. 1 more time, we exhale, round. Inhale, we arch. And find that tabletop position. Ground down through the tops of the feet, tops of the toes, pressing the shins and tops of the feet into the floor. Find that hip-hip connection and press the floor away. You are a table. You can balance a wine glass on your back right now. Once you got it, you tuck the toes. Lift your knees. knees off the floor, just 1 to 2 inches. We're going to take these into neutral spine tabletop plank push-ups. So a little bit of a tricep push-up here. Rotate the eyes and the elbows towards the front of your mat. Draw the navel up and in. We're going to shift forward, and then you're going to bend the elbows towards your thighs. Press it up, shift it back. You always have the option to drop your knees if you need to and come back. Let's go 8 right here. We come forward, down, lift, press it back, forward, down, lift, press it back, making sure that the knees stay underneath the hips and that the elbows bend back to your thighs, keeping the abdominals engaged. We got 4 more here. On to 5. And guess what? We can hold that low on the 8. Here it is. We're going to hold this low, bend the elbows, take little presses. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Drop your knees. Nice job. Let's fold our mat. If you have a hardwood floor, you're going to fold your mat in half. We're going to do some tricep work on our knees, and then we're going to get into a hinge lunge, first set of thighs. I'm going to grab my light weights, my 2-pound weights. My knees are fist distance, and my shins are rooting to the floor. Ground down through your shins. Draw the belly button up and in. Knit the ribs in and elbows are by your side as you roll the shoulders down and away. We are going to hinge forward. Hike the elbows to the ceiling. Extend the arms long. Reach the arms long behind you as you draw the pinky edge of your fist to the ceiling. Make sure the head isn't hanging and the back of the head lifts. Just squeeze your tricep for 8 times. You keep squeezing, I'm going to show you. So all you're doing is your squeeze. Squeeze, there it is. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold that squeeze, and now we lift, lift. Pull the shoulders down and away, lift. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we hold, palms face the floor. We're going to tap the pinkies in a little, we go 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold it here, little bend reaches for 8, navel up and in, relax the shoulders, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold it here, squeeze, back of the head lifts, arms lift, bring the pinkies in closer, pull the shoulders away from the ears, and now bend your elbows, bring your elbows by your side. You're going to step your right foot forward. Still hinging forward, pull that right hip back, left hip forward, ground down. Tuck the back toes, heel is right above the ball of the foot, and you are going to lift that back knee for this hinge lunge position. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Navel up and in. We're going to bend the elbows, extend and lengthen the arms. Bend the knees, extend the legs, right? Now I want you to notice my position here. I am hinging forward. I'm still in neutral spine. I'm just leaning forward, which means I have to pull the abdominals in, protecting the back in this position. This hinge position is really nice if you have any knee issues. It takes pressure off the knee. Pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. 3, 2, 1, hold that bend. Just pulse the elbows in. Square the hips, little presses, 2 sets of 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hold. Flip your palms to face each other and bring the elbows up in line with your shoulders. Square the hips. Left thigh presses into the right thigh, in and hold. Inner thigh engagement, hold that in 4, 3, 2, 1, hold that in. Presses with your thighs, little down, little up. Keep that right hip in, left hip going forward. And now we're going to little presses of the arms up as the thighs press down. Here's our last set of 8 to a hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We hold it here. Jawline presses back, get a little bit deeper. Square the hips, 8 more counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Drop your knees back to the floor. Open up the arms. Pull the shoulders down and away. Let's find some chest presses here. So now we are lifted. Ear, shoulders, hips all in alignment. Shins are rooting to the floor. Shoulders are pulling away from the ears. Squeezing muscle to bone. Making sure we're not popping out the chest. Strong through the core. We're gonna hold that open in 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold it here. Hinge forward. Step that left foot forward. Make sure there's a nice step. Draw that left hip back, right hip forward. Tuck the back toes. And we lift the back knee. We find this hinge position. Make sure you're drawing that left hip back, right hip forward. Elbows are out to the side. We're gonna reach it up, extend the arms, pull it down. Reach, pull, reach, pull. Some nice shoulder work here. Keeping the abdominals engaged. Making sure you're scissoring the thighs. So we're pulling that left hip back, right hip forward, drawing the navel in, and pressing the shoulders away from the ears. If you can tap the floor, when you get down, try to. Just 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Bring the elbows by your shoulders. Hinge forward. And just little presses of the arms. Up a little, up a little, up a little. Hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Right thigh presses in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Now adjust your thighs. Little down, little up. Pull the shoulders down and away. Add little presses of the arms. Ground down through that big toe mound. We have a hold coming up in 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We hold. Get deeper here. Keep that neutral. Ground down to that front big toe mound. Woo! And we rise on up. Nice job, guys. One more set of thighs. We just do 2 sets in this 30-minute walk. We're gonna step it wide. We're gonna find a wide turnout. We've been here before. Settle into your hips. Press your ribs back. Do not tuck under. Breathe the ribs behind you. You want that natural curve of the lumbar spine. Bring your elbows by your sides. We're gonna press the knuckles and the knees back a little. Back a little. I'm gonna go into profile so you can see this. I'm not here. I'm breathing my ribs back. Knees and palms. Press it back. You're finding back of the shoulder, outside of the seat. Hold that out in 4 more. 4, 2, 3, 4. Reach the arms long. Pull the elbows and rise on up. We have 8 of these. We go down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We hold this down right here. Relax the shoulders. Palms face the floor. Squeeze muscle to bone. Little circles to the back. We have 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Forward circles. 2, 3. Get lower. Ribs press back. Navel in. Shoulders away from the ears. We hold this motion. Just your thighs. We go down a little. Up a little. You can make it a little bit bigger because we're going to come back here right after our rib isolations. Little down, little up. 4, we hold that down. In 3, 2, we hold it down. I'm gonna drop my weights because I can feel my arms dropping. So if you're dropping your arms, drop your weights or go to a lighter set. Rib isolations, we go left to right. Keep the shoulders over hips. Remember, thighs don't move. Hips don't move. It's our ribs that are going up and over the hips. 8 more counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We hold, get a little bit lower, little presses here. Draw the heels in as we press up. Navel draws up and in. Relax the shoulders. Squeeze muscle to bone. We got 8 to a hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's your hold. Stick this hold. Shoulders away from the ears. Maybe the arms come up overhead. Maybe your heels lift. Embrace that shape. Get a little bit lower. 8 counts starting now. 1, 2, get lower. Relax the shoulders. Get deeper here. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Rise on up. Let's take a quick quadricep release. I'm sweating. Other side. And I'm changing it up. Usually I go down into some abs, but I want to make sure we got enough of our seat work. So here's my bar. It is the same as a chair. It tips over, it moves. It is not built into the wall. I'm gonna grab a sip of my iced coffee. I love you. And here we go. We're gonna find our standing parallel. So measure your feet. You're gonna take 2 fist distance. Measure your feet and you're gonna soften the knees. Ground down, spread the toes wide. We're about a half arm's distance from our bar. So whatever you're using, I am calling it a bar. Draw the belly button up and in. Take your hands to your ribs. Inhale, expand the rib cage. Exhale, breathe in behind you. Pull the shoulders down and away. We're gonna start with our left leg first. So my leg facing you is my left. Left toes are gonna step forward. I want you to point the toe and squeeze right above the knee. Find the lift. Once you've found the quadricep engaged, you're gonna really flex that foot, like you're trying to scratch your knee with your big toe. Soften your right knee, that standing leg, and you're gonna, with a straight leg, do not bend it. You will be able to bend it in a moment. Draw that straight leg back just so it's slightly behind the right knee. It's not here. If it's here, I open up the pelvis. Just slightly behind. Now pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Make sure we're not leaning forward, shoulders over hips. Draw the belly in, flex the foot. No matter how short or tall you are, you can clear the floor. Just squeeze your butt. Squeeze. Squeeze and hold. I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can see this a little bit better from this position. We're squeezing and squeezing. It's not a squeeze release, so none of this should be happening. It's squeeze hold. You should feel the base of the seat engage and you squeeze again. And you squeeze again. Draw the navel in, and we still want to keep that nice neutral position, so we don't want to lean forward. We're going to hold that squeeze in 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold that squeeze. Now you are going to bend your knee. Bring the heel all the way into your seat, and we're going to kick our butt. Kick your butt. Kick your butt. Literally ass-kicking workout. Right hip back, left hip forward, knit the ribs in, kick, kick. We're getting our hamstrings involved, and as we kick, we're squeezing our glutes. We're going to hold that squeeze and that in 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it here. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Find a long front body. Keep that right knee nice and soft, and now we're just going to squeeze our butt. Squeeze. There's not a lot of movement happening with the leg. I don't want you to press it back yet. I want you to keep that nice neutral pelvis. Squeeze, squeeze. We're going to do one more set of 8 without that press, and then we're going to press. Here's our second 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we add a little press. Look how slight that press is. I'm not doing this. Notice if I start kicking back, it's the pelvis, and you're going to get into the hip flexors. You want to isolate the glutes as much as possible. You can never actually isolate because you need various muscles to help you move, but you can pinpoint the engagement that you want. We're on our second set right here with that press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Now here's how we're going to get a little bit more fancy. I want you to start hopping that foot back and find a fold over position. So we don't need to be here. Slightly lift it. Soften that right knee. Pull that right hip back and left hip forward. A little bit more in the abdominals here because it's like a plank. So pull the belly up and in. Keep the heel glued into the seat. You can point or flex that foot and just squeeze your seat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another set of squeezes, only that. Then we add that press. Make sure the chin is off the chest. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we add that press in. You can double time the beats. Squeeze and press. Make sure that right knee is nice and soft. Draw the belly button up and in. Pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. Make sure we're not arching the back, so breathe the ribs behind you. Nor are we rounding. Our last 8 count right here. 2, 3. We open up and we get the side of the seat after this. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yes, I do think it's fun. I'm not just saying that. Hold it here. Take that right forearm to the bar and you're going to open up your hip. Make sure the right toe does not move. It is still facing your bar. Draw that right shoulder behind you. Soften the right knee. Ankle is higher than the knee on the left side. Press that left thigh back. Knit the ribs in. You can take your hand to your hip or to the ceiling and just start to lift. Lift. 2 sets of 8. Nice. stay out of your shoulders. Spread your right toes wide across your mat. Do not claw the floor. Keeping the knee lower than the ankle here. And make sure that thigh is back. Here's our last 8. And then we extend the legs. I'm just going to move my bar so you can see me a little bit more. There it is. Hold it right here. Now extend your leg. You're going to reach that top arm towards your head. The toe is going to reach to the floor. It doesn't need to touch it. And we lift it up. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. 8, we hold that lift. 2, come out of the right shoulder. 3, navel in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Here it is. Hold that lift. We lift for 8. 2, 3, 4. Option to relevate on the ball of the right foot for the last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it here. Navel in. Hold 4. Hold 3, 2, 1. Let's get a quick figure 4. Nice job. Cross that left ankle over right thigh. Go to the opposite side. And guess what? That's all you're going to get for a stretch. We're going to go right into that right side. And we're going to get right into our parallel position. So really important to engage the core. You keep that nice lift. Right toes forward, point the toes, squeeze right above the knee. Pull that right hip back, the left hip forward. Now flex your foot. Draw that straight leg back just so it's slightly behind that left knee. And then bend. Oh, we don't bend just yet. Squeeze the seat. Just squeeze. Squeeze. Make sure we're not leaning forward. This is not what I'm looking for. Look how somewhat close my legs are, right? But I'm keeping my hips, shoulders, and ears all in alignment. 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Now, let's bend that knee. Kick your butt. Kick your butt. Squeeze. Kick. Squeeze the base of the seat. Find that hip-hip connection. So although we are working our seat, we want to make sure our core is really engaged because the epicenter of the body is the core. And when that is strong and is engaged, everything else moves more efficiently. And we get stronger. Hold that in 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold it here. You can point or flex the toe. Square the hips and just squeeze your butt. Just squeeze. Just squeeze. No presses back just yet. Keep the heel glued into the seat. Make sure we're not arching the back. Draw the navel up and in. Relax the shoulders. We're on our second set of 8 before we add that press. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now add that press. We're done after this, guys. Relax the shoulders. Adding that press. About to be on our second set. Here it is. Here's our second set. And then guess what? We step it back and we go into that wide turnout. Make sure, that wide turnout, that fold over position. 3. Here it is. Hold it back. There we go. Now, we're going to step it back. So we're going to hop it back. Heel in. Make sure we're not opening up the hips just yet. Draw that left hip back, right hip forward. Navel in, lift the heart. Heel is in. Just squeeze your butt. Chin is off the chest. Just squeeze. Just squeeze. We're going to add that press. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Add that press and double time the beat here. There it is. You should feel it right at the base of the seat. Keeping the heel glued to your seat. You are going to get hamstring involvement. And that is perfectly fine. You want that because the hamstrings insert into the ischial tuberosity, this little sits bone at the bottom, right? And that's where the glutes start, right? So when you have a strong hamstring, not tight, there's a difference between tight and strong, it will lead to strong glutes. Go 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Left forearm to the bar. We're going to open up our hips. Make sure the left toe does not move. It does not face where your head is. It faces where the bar is. Ankle higher than the knee on the right side. Press that thigh back. Come out of that left shoulder and just lift, lift, lift. Find that outside seat. Here's our last 8. We extend the legs. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right arm to the ceiling. Right leg extends. Reach that arm towards the left. Right toes go to the floor. And we lift it up. We go 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're taking it home right here. 7. We hold this next lift. Hold this lift. Just lift for 8. You got it. We're going to do 2 sets of 8. We're almost on our next 8. Here it is. 8, heel. Last 4, last 3, 2, and we hold. We hold for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's take a figure 4. Right ankle over that left thigh. Open up the knee. Rise on up. Let's get the other side too. 1 nice straddle stretch to finish. So step the feet wide, toes are forward. Inhale the arms up. And then we're going to exhale, swan dive forward, a flat back. Crown of the head reaches to the floor. Walk your hands up and over to your left. Capture the back of the left calf. Find a nice stretch of the hamstring and the IT band. Back in through center, up and over to your right. Come back in through center. Heel toe your feet back to hips distance. And then we're going to slowly roll it up for 8 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more big deep breath in together. Inhale all that goodness. Exhale for prayer. Very nice job, guys. Awesome. I am Donatella. Thank you so much for working out with me this afternoon. And this will be on our IGTV. So if you've missed it, or you're just coming out and you're like, what happened? I missed it. It'll be on our IGTV. Nice job, guys. You're welcome. Yay, I'm so happy you guys enjoyed it. Hi, Autumn, Matt, Miriam, Jacqueline. Hi. All right, guys, thank you so much for showing up. You did a great job. I know you killed it. Nice job, Ginny. Nice job, Mallory. All right, I'm gonna end this. I love you all. I cannot wait to see you again. I am praying for New York to open up soon. So I will see you guys soon. And hopefully I will see you guys again on another demand. I'm gonna put my handle, if you guys wanna follow me, I'm gonna put it in the comments right now. It's just my name, Donatella Fino. I also do barre classes on Zoom. So if you just message me, DM me, and I'll get your email address and I will send you all the information. And I would love to see you guys and see your faces smiling. Nice job, guys. I will see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the weekend. Wear your sunscreen.